Hey man, what's up? This is the Shredding Hippie Surf Show, and this is Thumper, man, and I'm your guru to radical 70s surfing wisdom. I've been surfing for 40 years. I grew up in the 60s and the 70s. I started surfing in 1973 on a Dewey Weber Pig. Man, I love those boards. If you ever find one of those boards, buy it and give it to me, man. I'll totally call you my bro or whatever. Hey man, so I'm going to review a surfboard today. This one is the Channel Islands Average Joe. I was trying to find the perfect sort of small wave, high performance, in between groveler, man. And so anyway, I hadn't seen it. I got to be honest, I'd never surfed anything that small in my life. The one I surfed was 6'1" and 47 liters and 180 inches wide, and it was just, that thing was a pig. Anyway, I thought I'd give it a try, and I tried it as a quad, and I can see why people like it, because it's it's got a lot of, you can crank it from one rail to the other, and it's got a lot of like V and double concave in it, so it sort of pops around. It's so wide it sort of pops from one rail to the other like that. So I can see why people would be into it. I snapped some gnarly cutbacks, man, and some off the lips, and it was fun. But on the Shredding Hippie scale, starting from the low end of totally lame to totally bitchin', man, the Average Joe for me was just kind of average, man. I mean, it was all right. It'll do what you need it to do. You definitely do not want to take that board into anything above, like belly button high. I mean, I wouldn't even bother. It would just be, it's just not the right board. But it works. It does what it's supposed to do. So I will say that it does what it's supposed to do. But for me, it was too quirky, and it kind of had too much of the new school superficial turning feel to it, where you're not really turning, they call it skatey. And what that means is that the board kind of goes all over the place, but in reality, you're not really turning with the wave. And, so for me, it didn't have that old school feel for me. So I'm going to say, hey man, it's just pretty cool. I just made that up. We've got totally lame and totally bitchin'. And so right there in the middle is, pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. If the waves are small and you don't have anything, man, you can have some fun on that board. But yeah, man, for me, anyway, I've already said that. So anyway, man, what were we talking about? Man, I have no idea what's going on right now. So anyways, that's the deal, man. And, just remember, the only good thing that came out of the 80s was speed metal and thrash and skater punk. And so with that, man, I'm going to close this particular episode of the Shredding Hippie Surf Show for this episode. Next time we're going to be talking about some other cool stuff. Go ahead and subscribe and like, man, and that's the deal, man. All right, so later on, man, shred till you're dead. And I have no idea what's going on right now.